Good evening everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Tuesday the 26th of March 2024 and tonight we're off back to the International Stadium. It is Gateshead versus Hartlepool United in the National League. So here I'm in Gateshead and going into this evening's game, Hartlepool currently find themselves in 14th place in the National League table. I think many will see that as a bit of a underwhelming season for them. I mean, I know in that pre-season prediction video I did have them down to struggle a bit, and it has turned out that way. I mean, granted they're in 14th, I had them in 16th, but still I think really with their budget compared to ours and the amount of money they've spent, the crowds they get compared to us, etc. The 14-point gap that's currently in place should really be the other way around, but it is what it is. But one thing I will say, this game is not a derby. There's not even any smidgen of rivalry between the two clubs for me. I mean, obviously I'm of an age where I can still remember pretty clearly Hartlepool giving us their grounds to use when we were having all sorts like drainage issues, etc. at the International Stadium, and the pitch became totally unusable. So I've always held quite a bit of gratitude towards them, and I think North East geography's bizarre, really, isn't it? It's certainly more bizarre than other parts of the country. I don't think in many other regions you'd have a game between teams that are 30 miles apart considered as a derby, if you get what I mean. It certainly wouldn't happen in the southeast. It wouldn't happen in the northwest. So why is it made such a big deal up here? But anyway, speaking of Gateshead, we are now in 6th place in the National League table following Saturday's pretty big 3-2 win down at Altrincham. But as I said on Saturday, it was one game in isolation, and we have got to put it to one side. This is the first of 3 games in 6 days for us tonight, so the schedules are certainly going to be pretty relentless, but we're going into it in again I'd say like I did on Saturday, probably inconsistent form above all else, but obviously on the back of a massive result and a pretty healthy squad to choose from tonight as well, which is always a massive help. So we'll just have to see how this one goes tonight. I mean, as I said, it's not a derby. I don't really think form going out the window is a thing in this game. I mean, Christ, Hartlepool fans probably feel more of a dislike towards Carlisle, Darlington, and maybe even York as well than what they do towards us. I mean, the way I see it, our rivalry has always been Blythe. I've never really felt it with Darlington, never really felt it with Spennymoor. I mean, South Shield's maybe a little bit different if we do start playing each other competitively in the next couple of years, given the sheer proximity of the two clubs. But but other than that, I don't really class games like this as being a derby. I know I've gone on and on about it, but I just don't think we should be trying to force something that, for me, just quite simply isn't there. But all the same, it should be a decent turnout tonight. I know Hartlepool will be bringing best part of maybe even 1,500 fans up, so should be a good overall atmosphere. They'll make plenty of noise. Hopefully we'll make plenty of noise as well, and hopefully at the end of it all we will have another result to remember. Let's head on down to the International Stadium and find out how it all unfolds. So the team's just warming up at Hartlepool getting in here. I'm not entirely sure what colours they're going to be in tonight. Of course, usually they'd be in blue and white, but of course their kit this year has a lot of white on it, therefore they couldn't really wear that because of colour clash. Anyway, Gateshead are getting ready just here. Of course, we are going to be on our home kit, I think. Then again, strange things have happened. Anyway, I'll see you when the players are coming out of the tunnel and ready to start the match.
This is in this. Come here, Hanu. Story! What's He's so perfect. Out here, Francis.
I wouldn't even get to turn my light on. I mean, I wouldn't turn my light off. I'm not scared.
Who are you? No, ref, I want to be.
Like, it does the whole poo and everything.
Half-time, Gateshead 1, Hartlepool United 1. Hartlepool got us at the start of the game. It was very high tempo at the start, but for me that was just too soft a goal to give away, if I'm telling the absolute truth. And after that, Pools maybe they sat back quite a bit, invited the pressure on, as a lot of teams have come to the International Stadium and done this season, but eventually they did pay the price for that. There was one ruled out for offside. Obviously, Francis had hit the bar from the initial free kick, and the rebounding header, obviously the line has put his flag up. We had a couple of chances after that, and eventually the penalty did come. Obviously, Pete Jameson made a pretty good save just before that. Obviously, Dejon Brown's gone down in the box, and Luke Hannant's put away the resulting penalty. And from there, the game's really died down, I've got to say. There's a very subdued atmosphere in the stand, I've got to say. It's a little bit like a pre-season friendly, I've got to say. And the atmosphere tonight, it's a bit surprising, really. But hopefully that'll all pick up in the second half. I think on current trends, it's like we maybe do look most likely at the minute, but Pools do look a threat on the counter-attack, and I think that's what they're looking to do, just maybe catch us out. That's obviously how they got the win against us back in August with that goal in the time, so it's important that we do stay switched on to that and maybe don't let that happen again. But we'll see how second half goes.
What do you? Go on! No! Saturday, Friday, did I? I'll see you Saturday, Friday. Yeah! Come on! Come on! Woo!
7 minutes of added time, ironically.
Focus on goal, on goal 36. Courtney Poppers.
Shoot! Go on, Craigie. Yeah. Oh.
Looks like there's been some choice words said from Hartlepool fans at the bottom there. Yeah, I'm sure I am, Gateshead.
Come on!
Yeah! He loves it, doesn't he?
Come on!
Full-time Gateshead 7, Hartlepool United 1. I don't even know where to begin with that, to tell you the truth. I think that second half, it was just one of those that happens like once every maybe 5 years if you're lucky or something like that, where just about everything we seemed to be touching was going into the back of the net. But let's just address the elephant in the room. Hartlepool were a disgrace tonight. They totally let the fans down. They've totally embarrassed themselves. Just all of it, like you could see, and it was so obvious from the stands as well. Like just the amount of space that we've been allowed to run into, just no tracking back. Like the tracking back was jogging really. It was absolutely pathetic. If I'm being absolutely honest, I can honestly understand why Hartlepool fans are so annoyed because let's think back to when Gateshead lost 5-0 at Chesterfield in January. Yes, we lost 5-0, but that was not through lack of effort. That was just plain simple. The opposition were better than us on the night. Hartlepool, yes, like we were better than Hartlepool tonight, and we shouldn't take anything away from that. But there's never, ever, ever an excuse for no effort. And I think the rest of this season, Hartlepool really, I think, owe it to their fans to make sure that they put in a response to that, because it's going to take some time for their fans to maybe forgive their players for what they've just thrown up there tonight. But yeah, let's have a chat about us. I thought, yeah, like I think you could maybe tell at half time that we were like going into half time with, I think, a full grip of the game. I think maybe to some degrees unlucky that we weren't winning at half time, but that is what it is. But we soon got that early lead in the second half. Kieran Evans putting a ball past Pete Jameson, and from there it really was total domination and one-way traffic. Dejon Brown with a pretty powerful header to make it 3-1. Regan Booty making it 4-1. And if there was anyone on the pitch tonight that deserved a goal, I think it was Regan Booty, because I thought he had just an excellent game. Like, he was really getting stuck in. So I think for all his work, he deserved that one. Dejon Brown getting a second of the game to make it 5. Callum Whelan making it 6 again. Callum Whelan, absolute like Rolls Royce of a midfielder, just like barely puts a foot wrong. Just so intelligent, knows where to be. The 7th one, was it Tom Allen or was it an own goal? Either way, it doesn't really matter. It did go in. But yeah, I think for us that's going to be a night that will live long in the memory for the fans, for the players, for everyone really. But I know I am going to sound like a Radio 4 presenter here or something like that, but we can't get too high over it, because ultimately it really is a quick turnaround until the next game, which is on Friday against Rochdale. Obviously Rochdale have had obviously more time to prepare for that game than what we've had. I mean, obviously we'll be going into it with plenty of confidence, which is great, but we can't get too ahead of ourselves just because of this that's happened tonight, because I think Rochdale, they've maybe got an outside chance of the playoffs, but I think it's probably got a bit too much to do. So I think for them it's about maybe gaining momentum and preparing for next season. But it'll still be a game that provides its own challenges, but hopefully that result, like if you live in the area and you weren't at the game tonight, I think bloody hell Gateshead beat Hartlepool 7-1. Like, hopefully that gives you enough persuasion to go down on Friday. On Friday afternoon. Obviously it's a bank holiday weekend, so there's 2 games coming up. Obviously AFC Fylde as well. Again, a bit like Rochdale and maybe a bit like Hartlepool to some degree. Probably got a bit too much to do in terms of getting in the playoffs, but it's maybe going to be maybe take an almighty capitulation for them to actually get relegated. So again, it's another tough game against one of our bogey sides, but yeah, it's I think this video will be like, of all the videos I've done, I think this one I've done tonight will be among the favourites to many views, and it's probably one that I'll end up watching back quite a few times as well, I'm not going to lie. So going to enjoy this one tonight, but obviously come the morning, the attention turns once again to Rochdale. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back tomorrow with Silksworth Colliery Welfare versus Anfield Plains. So a bit of a drop down into the Wearside League, but I'm seeing a pretty mental amount of goals at the minute. Can that carry on tomorrow? Check back to find out. But until then, take care, cheers for watching. See you later.